as you probably guessed, back on the syndicate again this week. Different swim to the last couple of times. I'm in a swim named Long Hole. It's called that. Just years ago there used to be loads of lily pads in this lake, and in this swim, 80-90 yards out, there was just a hole in the lilies, hence it's called Long Hole. So I got here again after work. It's on a Friday. Got here 6 o'clock. It's fairly busy today. There's two people over in the reeds where I was last time, which is on the other side of the lake. So we didn't go in there with the brother-in-law again. He's next door to me. So yeah, no one at all at this side of the lake. They're all over that side and down the other end. So I thought we'd come up here. This is a shallow end, but obviously it's been a bit cold recently. Not ideal, but as a whole the lake is really shallow anyway. So it's been sunny today, but I know it's meant to drop down a bit tonight in temperature. But then again in the morning it's going to be sunny and stuff, so it should be alright, to be fair. I've caught them down here in March, April, so yeah. You've probably seen of where I'm casting. The right hand rod is about 90 yards towards sort of the right hand side of the castle, and the castle's nice because it's really easy to line up your cast, especially in the night, so you've got something to aim to really easily. And this is definitely the most sort of picturesque swim. The castle is literally right at you, so it's nice. And then the left hand rod is to a little turret on the left. That's about 80 yards. That rod's a little bit firmer on the bottom, but the right hand rod is, I've just got a single pop-up on a multi-rig, and then the left hand rod I've got the bottom bait rig I was using last week or week before, just with a little PVA bag, and then I've spawned sort of 4, 5, 6 little spawns over the top, just the mini spawns, and that's just crushed boilie with hemp oil, which has been soaking for the last week. So yeah, I've got all bases covered. The right hand rod I've just gone for a single just to see how that produces, and then the left hand rod I've put a bit of bait over it, so we'll see which one works. Obviously if the left hand rod starts producing, then I'll probably put some more bait out on the right hand rod, but yeah, we'll see what happens and go from there really. So yeah, fingers crossed we get one. I haven't fished this swim this year yet. I've just sort of been mainly over that side, but I've had some good few fish out of this swim, so yeah, hopefully we get something. But yeah, it looks good for it, to be fair. It does look good for it. Sun's just setting now, so it's really nice. But yeah, as soon as I get anything, I will be showing you. Morning. Not much to report, to be honest. Very uneventful night. Not even many liners or anything really. The odd one, but yeah, really quiet. I was up at 6 this morning, and yeah, can't really say much. It's in the odd show. I recast the right hand rod because a couple was showing a bit closer in. Not much, sort of 10-20 yards shorter than I was, so I brought that a bit closer and changed it to a tutti frutti pop up, just so a bit colour in their face sort of thing. So yeah, hopefully that sort of pays off. But the sun's trying to come out, so I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then I might move down the swim next door, which is the shallows. So like, it's a really good day swim. Obviously because it's really shallow water, they seem to get in there in the day more than anything. So yeah, if the sun does come out, I'll probably get down there for a few hours, see if I can winkle one out that way. But brother-in-law's had nothing either, so yeah, it's really quiet, and the guy who's on the other side, I don't think he's had any. So yeah, overall it's been a bit disappointing, to be fair, but fingers crossed we'll get something. No sooner did I say the sun's trying to come out, it's now starting to rain. So not ideal. It's about 8:30 now. Just had some breakfast, debating what to do really. About an hour ago, a couple of flat spots come up over the left hand rod and a few bubblers. So there's a few fish out there. And that's what's great with using oil, sort of in with your bait when the fish come along and stir it all up or feed. And obviously you get flat spots come up on the top. So there was definitely a couple of fish out there, but didn't find my rigs unfortunately. But hopefully there's still a few mooching about and one picks it up, but still nothing as of yet. But I'm debating whether to, the sun has come out, so I'm debating whether to go down the bottom in the shallows, but we'll see. See how we get on. Right, so I'm going to go for a bit of a change. The left hand rod's just got the bottom bait rig that I was using a couple of weeks ago, but I'm going to change over to a rig I've caught quite well on this lake before, which I normally use. It's just a KD rig. So I got about 7 inches of the Fusion soft coated braid, bit of putty in the middle, and then on the hook bait I've got this bait that looks kind of black, but it's actually a red sort of fishing oil boilie, but it's been glugging for the last couple of months in some food dip, so it's really taken it on. So that should slowly leak off, and then I've got a little pink, that's a chocolate orange pop-up on the top, so it sit like a snowman, you know, so like that. Just size 6 Armour Hawk curved hook. And yeah, it's quite aggressive obviously like that, but it's going to sit like a snowman, so really critically balanced. The pop-ups are from Proper Job pop-ups. They're really good, very buoyant pop-ups. So ring the changes, and then yeah, I'm just going to add a little PV bag of just crushed boilers, sort of quarters, and that's what I was bombing out yesterday, the stuff that's soaking in hemp oil. So yeah, no fish. Obviously I've seen some sort of activity out there, so I'm just going to try and induce a bite really, and be a bit active. And obviously what I'm doing is not working, so I'm going to try yeah, different rig, slightly different hook bait, and hopefully get one. So I've got something to report. Not quite what I was after. I just had an eel, so nice and slimy and wriggly to deal with, but yeah, that was not ideal. But still no carp unfortunately. Still I've stayed put in the same swim just because of the little bit of activity I saw earlier, but it hasn't accounted to anything. So not long left now, probably an hour or so, and I'll pack up. So it could be the first blog that's a blank, but it happens. So it's one of those things. It's probably just in the wrong area really. yeah, I would like to have been down the other side really, but unfortunately there's people down there, so one of those things you've got to deal with. Yeah, I think it's just because obviously this is a lot shallower water, and I think it would be holding up a little bit more on the deeper end. But then again, like I said, I've been on a few fish from what I saw earlier, but just wasn't lucky enough. So I've just moved swim quickly. I've come down to the shallows, seen a few fish sort of showing down here. Literally just for the last half an hour, I've come down here. Hopefully get one. I've got one over the far side and one over to the right. So it's a good cast over there. It's a good sort of 110 yards. Yeah, fingers crossed. Can nick one right at the end, but we'll see. Well, nothing's occurred. So yeah, looks like it's going to be a blank, but at least I tried. On reflection, I should have come down here a lot earlier in the morning really. I should have come down here as soon as the sun was out. I should have been down here, but it's just because I saw those few fish moving about this morning. I kind of stayed put, but anyhow, hindsight's always a wonderful thing. So yeah, I should have come down here earlier on really. But yeah, so thanks for watching.